Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to Heart Center Connection. My name is Winnie Chan Wang. I am an integrative wellness practitioner for almost a decade. I started as an acupuncturist and I got really deep into soul, mind, body alignment. One of the wisdom that I have discovered is that we all have blind spots. In fact, what we can see with our eyes, what we can hear with our ears, what we have English words or Chinese words or whatever language around the world that you're speaking with, doesn't cover 1% of the truth. So imagine that if each of us are all walking around basically with 1% of the truth. And which is why the topic today is the greatest compassion. The greatest compassion allows us to be okay with not knowing. To be okay of going forward, trusting the process, even though there's no evidence at all that any of our actions and effort will lead us to success. The greatest compassion allows us to go deeper. It basically allows us to go safe into what we have been hiding from, what we are in denial of. And I have a confession, everyone. So I have two daughters. They are 16 and almost 18. And I discovered that I taught them how to hide. And I discovered that my parents taught me how to hide.
Recording in progress.
Receiving the total God and goodness. So today I wish that everyone would let go of hiding and accept all that is good. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it over to Jay and have him say hello and welcome to the people in person and online and Facebook. And I would love for anyone to share how their week has been, or if they recognize that they've been running away from something, ignoring something, or hiding from someone. And then maybe Pastor Peter can come and give us some tips. How do we get to know the truth that we are hiding from? Okay, so Jay, I turn it to you.
We ready? Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Heart Center Connection. Welcome to the Heart Center, where we join together to share our challenges and our strengths in total freedom and authenticity. Really excited to greet you all tonight, and I'll introduce myself later, but I'd actually like to hand it back to you, Winnie, because we had a technical difficulty in the room. We may or may not have had a stream disruption, so I'd like for you to just quickly recontextualize, summarize what you said, because we certainly missed some of it in the room, and I'm not sure online if people got it as well. So if you would repeat some of that, we'd appreciate it.
So yes, I would absolutely love to do that. And before I go on, let me take a moment and let's just take a couple deep breaths together. So welcome everyone in person and online. So please take a moment. Put one hand over the heart and one hand over the lower abdomen. And let's say hello to ourselves. Dear my soul, dear my heart, dear my mind, dear my energy, and dear my body, I love you, honor you, and deeply appreciate you. I love everything about you. I love every aspect of your past, present, and future. Can you please reveal to me right now a secret about myself? It could be something that needs healing that I did not know, or it could be a hidden talent, a special gift. Each of us has special spiritual gifts. What is something that I need to heal, or something that I get to step into and use the totality of my gifts for myself, my family, and the world? And I'm being called to sing a song to help everyone, bless everyone, discover the hidden challenges and gifts. Kara ha ya 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 he ya ya, kala na ka sha ge ya na sha ki, hoga na ka he ya la ka ni, ha ya ha ka ni sha ke ya na ka ha la ha mi ka shi, hana ha ka mi ka la ni ka i ka ya yo, kana ki ya ya i. Do you see what I see? Kala naka ika naka he ya ya, kurashika maka hala he ya naha, uka na la hasha he ya i, hoka li sha ha he ya naka sha mahai, hoki masalai akana sanu keyami, hakana kalayai. In a moment of silence, I want to imagine everyone can make the arms like they're holding and rocking a baby. I want you to imagine that you are the parent and you are the baby. That your higher self is holding your inner child and you're rocking yourself with the greatest compassion. Most of us are busy, and we've been running away from something. And for a moment, I want you to imagine you're burping the baby, okay? You're burping the baby. Aww. Yes, burping the baby. You're just giving yourself comfort. You're not broken. There's nothing to fix. You're just perfect just the way you are. All we have to do is take a moment to pause. And in this pause, this sacred pause, there's a gift. Here's the gift. Kara ho yo 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 yi akani hala he ya 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 kasana ka he ya hala la la he ya hogani hogani sha ha ya ke ya ya ha ya hari hami hala shahid hana hakanu heyayi hala heya hokani. This sacred gift is the gift of sharing. When we share our challenges, -2 times -2 is +4. When we share our love, +2 times +2 is also +4. So therefore, whenever we gather as a loving community, whether we share the challenges or our gifts, it always results in multiplying the positive. Just take a couple deep breaths and allow yourself to enjoy each other's hearts, because the only thing we ever needed to do to come back to love is breath. The body and between the spirit. So really enjoy long, deep inhales. Enjoy long, deep exhales. Perfect. Welcome everyone, Zoom user, probably my dad. Welcome April and Chloe and Jackie and Mason and Michelle. I turn it back to you, Jay.
Thank you so much, Winnie. That was so beautiful. It was really powerful to drop in to our hearts, into this field that we have here at the Heart Center. It's a really special field. Why is that? Well, for one thing, we, Winnie and I, and the Heart Center family, we create a container that's safe for everyone to share. But there's something even more special about this field, because we're in a field of Tao light. What is Tao? Tao cannot be touched, can't be seen, can't be heard. So what is it? It's everywhere, it's nowhere. It is the creator, it is the source, so it is in everything and everyone. It is bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest. Some people call this God. Some people call this Tao. Some people call this universe. Some people call this consciousness. Whatever you call it, makes no difference. What makes this field special is it is infused with this sacred energy. You see behind me Tao Calligraphy. This is actually the calligraphy of the greatest compassion. And what this is, why is it Tao calligraphy, not just calligraphy? So first of all, it is calligraphy. It's beautiful calligraphy. It's from a tradition called Ibizi in Chinese. This tradition is basically means oneness writing. So each character is written as a whole. There's no break in it. That's why it looks like cursive. So Master Sha was handed the lineage of this calligraphy tradition. And when he received the lineage, he merged it with the Taoist tradition of infusing with Tao energy, infusing objects and ourselves with Tao energy. So when Master Sha paints the calligraphy, he infuses it with the energy of what he's painting. In this case, Da Tse, the greatest compassion. So we're here to talk about the greatest compassion tonight. And before I'm really glad and welcome everyone. Welcome Jackie. Welcome in the room. We have Pastor Peter. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Sophia. Welcome. Hi. We have Mason. We have Michelle. We have Chloe here in the room. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone online. And I'd just like to share a little story as we get started. We're talking about compassion, and we often, we came to this topic this week because someone that we shared our Rooted in Love retreat with this weekend had told us that they were having difficulty being still because they had tapped into this well of deep pain and emotion, and when they got still, it came up, and they had a really hard time with this. And I'm talking to them, and we said, well, you ever try screaming? Right? Because of course, all of this emotion that we get, we go out in the world, we receive all of this, and it can really build up. And if we don't let it out, it can come out when we don't want it to come out. And compassion allows us to create the space to have a container for this to come out safely. You don't want to scream at your children. You don't want to scream at your spouse, your workmates. So we need a safe space in order to release this emotion. How do we do this? Well, we're going to work on this tonight. We're going to work together, or we're not going to work. We're going to connect. We're going to enjoy this field where we can process, where we can transform what comes up. And transform it into peace. The one sentence secret for the greatest compassion is the greatest compassion boosts energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. Now you might say, what does compassion have to do with stamina, vitality, immunity, any of this? Well, in fact, most of us have a judge in our head. We go around, I don't like this. Oh, why did they do that? Oh, why does this person do this like this? Why can't they do it like that? And so we go through life and we hit resistance after resistance after resistance. These resistances cause stress. They cause us to lose energy. They cause us to get tired. And so, by having compassion instead of judgment, we boost our energy, our stamina, our vitality, and our immunity. We go from being drained and dragged by the world, which we all get to. We've all been there. We go from there to unbothered, at peace. And that is what we do together here at the Heart Center. So I'd really love to hear from any of you what's coming up. Someone was sharing with me before we started that there's some heavy energy, some difficulty. And there's been some heaviness in our society. There's been ice raids and fires. It's been a tense time in Southern California. So please feel free to come on. Anyone who would like to share, anyone online. Chloe, can you just share with me the names of people who are online?
Winnie said, let go of bother in the heart with the greatest compassion. It can prevent leaking our energy. The result is it boosts energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity.
Yes, thank you, Winnie. Would you like to come on and talk about this further? Or would anyone else? Oh, Pastor.
He's not here?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Winnie, do you want to come on and talk about what you said online on your comments?
I want to invite Pastor Peter to shed some light on this topic.
Yeah, so do I, but he's not in the room right now. So can you shed some light on it for the moment?
Okay. So it's like this. Everyone has $100 a day to spend. Imagine God doesn't love me more or less, and God doesn't love you more or less, and every single person gets to spend $100 or 100 units of energy. Oh, but then I'm angry that my boss said this, minus 20 points. I am frustrated with my daughter, minus 20 points. Oh, I'm not afraid where my next business or client is coming from, minus 20 points. Oh, wait, did I eat right today? Did I do enough exercise or sleep? Should I have written a different email? Should I not have said this? Doubting myself, minus 20 points. So if I lose 40 points about things that are in the past, and I lose 40 points about fear, then what I end up, instead of spending $100, is I only have $20 to spend. Right? So a lot of people, they are like stressed and burnout. It's because they wasted $80 on anger and on fear. And that's not a very good way to accumulate dollars in the bank account. Right? So that's what I have to say. Okay.
I'm switching it in 3.
Hello, Winnie, thank you. We are back in the room with Pastor Peter. And we're here talking about compassion and transforming our frustration, our anger, the heaviness in our hearts and in our lives, our judgment and our shame through compassion. And Jesus was Jesus was one of the most compassionate figures that we have. And I wonder if you talk about Jesus and compassion, Pastor Peter.
Oh, yes, it's my honor.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I travel around the world, both, east and west. We have the same problem. It's easy for us to judge. You did wrong. You get fault. So we seldom to appreciate or confirm or recognize. So we can see the root is we are short of compassion. So go back to Bible, we can see a great model of Jesus. Of course, we all are sinner. He is the only one, the only holy one. So from his eyes, everybody, you're wrong, you bad, you worse. But seldom Jesus say that. But Jesus say, the love of God fall upon you, the grace of God fall upon you, and your faith save your life, your faith make your sickness healed. So which gave us profound understanding. The God, the only God, the only holy God who can judge, he seldom judge in case he set us free. So this is a great example of compassion. Go back to us. We other children, we sometimes say we don't like our parents, so they do a lot of things hurt us. As parents, some of us, we are parents, so we lose faith when our children get problems in public. So we say, "No, you are so bad." I hear some young teenagers say, "I don't want you to be my father." So I hear some angry parents, "I don't have children like you." So this is a nature response to someone's fault, but we can grow ourselves. So from we are bad, sometimes we are worse too, but Jesus died on the cross for us, for our sin, and set us free. So no one can be condemned when Jesus set him or her free. So this is a big compassion. We must receive that. We must accept that. We must take it in as a gift of life from Jesus. And eventually we build up our capacity. When our capacity of compassion growing, we can tolerate someone's fault, and we can kneel down, sit down, walk down with the person, either your parents, the person, either your children, the person, either your leader, or somebody under your leadership, to grow them. And when they grow, I do believe everything will change and get better. So the same with the relationship between husband and wife. So I hear a lot quarrel inside marriage. So the husband really disappointed, and the wife is really angry. So I see a lot kind of picture of those. So I always pray for them and simply say, Lord, Let each of them receive your compassion. Let each of them receive your mercy, your grace, so that they can be released, so that they can open their heart again, open their arm again to hug each other. Then they can walk forward side by side instead of standing there fighting each other. So I do believe, first of all, Jesus is a great example of compassion, and also he is the great source of compassion. Second, we have to go to him first to receive compassion, to grow our heart. And third, we step forward to be a person who are compassion to others, to the people around us. And we do believe we can do that.
Yes.
And God help us. Thank you, thank you, thank
Amen.
you. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Pastor Peter. It really, this message of opening our hearts, not only does it resonate, it's very critical to our practice, to our connection with the source, to open our hearts. And Winnie does this often, and she did it tonight with song, right? When we start out, we open our hearts with song. So I just want to take a moment here to drop into our hearts. It's our mind that judges. It's our thoughts. It's our what Buddhists call the monkey mind. The racing thoughts. I need to do this. I need to do that. And the thoughts about all these judgmental thoughts. I don't like this. Why is it like that? So let's just close our eyes together for a moment. I want you to just take a few deep breaths with me. So deeply inhale, count of about 4. And then exhale, release whatever tension, whatever thoughts you've had. Deeply inhale again. And this time as you exhale, allow those thoughts to descend into your heart. So you inhale, and then as you exhale, you allow the thoughts to descend. Imagine that your energy is pyramid shaped. It's pointed at the top, singular. One point of focus, and then dense at the bottom. Connecting with our hearts, allowing the thoughts to drop from our head into our heart. And checking in with how we feel in this moment. What, if anything, is coming up for you in this moment? Has your heart been bothered? Perhaps someone in your life has drama. You want to help them. Perhaps there's difficulty in your life, some challenge. Perhaps everything feels really great and you feel really connected. Stay with this. Wherever you are, feel into your heart. Allow whatever thoughts that come up without judgment. Notice them and invite them to again sink into your heart. I invite everyone who has some difficulty, some challenge, to release it into the field. So as you inhale, connect with the greatest compassion. And as you exhale, release your bother into the field. Deeply inhale, greatest compassion. And exhale whatever has been disturbing your peace. Now I would like to connect with the greatest compassion here, Datsabe. So now that we're in our heart, Winnie often says, what's the difference between two people? Two people connect with Tao Calligraphy. One person receives 100% of the energy. One person receives only 10%. What's the difference? The difference is how open our heart is to receive the energy. If we stay in our negativity or doubt or whatever negative feelings we're having, then we won't be able to receive as much. But if we come from this place of calm with open hearts, then we can receive the fullness of the energy.
So Jay, actually, if I may, I'm receiving a message
Yes, please.
from the field to invite Sophia to the camera.
Okay.
可是他今天的主题是什么？
同情心、怜悯心。
Hello, Sophia.
是温妮你好，我跟大家分享一下，因为今天这个主题哈是什么呢？就是好像同情怜悯我们与世界或者与上帝的这样的一个同在的沟通联系。
好，一句就为你翻译。
So
So I'm so glad to be here, and I'm really appreciate the topic of compassion, because compassion is the chain between God and the beloved person.
因为我相信这个我们的能量来源于宇宙和来源于我们的信仰。
We believe our energy is from the universe, and fundamentally from the God who created the universe.
是，那么我们要从这个上帝或者是宇宙那边还有我们这边的这个无形的质很多质和我们眼睛能看到的一些现象当中，吸取这个能量和养分，以给我们在生活中有更坚定的信念和更充分的力量来面对一些生活中的痛苦。
As individual, we must always get ourselves refilled like car refill the gasoline. So we refill the power from the universe, the power from God, the power from the Tao. And each of us, especially modern people, we are facing different kind of challenge daily. And how we can overcome the challenge instead beat down by the challenge. So we must make ourselves strong and powerful.
所以我觉得，包括我们的说话，包括每一个字都是有能量的都是一个符号，能给我们建立生活的信心，能让我们有更多的爱和情感。
And you know, the voice from your mouth is based on the word in your heart. and the word is God from the Bible. So be careful what you say. So be careful what you write. So the character you write and the voice you shout out is also kind of energy and kind of power, can shape your life and bring influence to the people around you.
那么我们讲养生健康，那么就是从我们的身心里边的身心灵开始集聚能量。
Yeah. So go back the personal wellness. We must collect the energy, mentally, spiritually, and physically.
那么中医讲心主神，那么我们这个心要是宁静，那么我们整个的人的精气神就有 power 和 energy， 就有力量。
So from our Chinese traditional medicine, we have this kind of agreement and understanding. So the God live inside our heart. So when we have the peace in the heart, we will not lose the energy. And on the contrary, we will collect more energy from different kind of sources.
我们大部分的
Okay, sorry, I'm just going to come in for a second because I'm hearing a message from God, and being the obedient servant that I am, I will deliver this message.
Yes, please.
So, what God is showing me is that He wants what Pastor Peter calls the grace of God, the mercy of God to fall upon Sophia. And God has chosen Sophia as a demo for what we call 西清呼浊 for this evening. So 西 means inhale. 清 means the clean. Hu means exhale. 浊 means turbid. And God says that there is someone in Sophia's life that gives her worries. And God would like to offer her this vibration of compassion to release her. So Sophia, you can feel free to share. Do you know one person that gives you bother in the heart? Can you translate if she doesn't understand?
Okay. 他讲，他在听讲话的时候，突然看到了上帝给他的启示。上帝给他的启示就是说，有一个人，他也不知道是谁，让你很闹心，闹心到你现在整个生活都乱了，气场也乱了。他说呢，他现在呢要带你做西清呼浊。西清呼浊呢，就是我先为你祷告，让上帝的恩典、上帝的怜悯落在你身上，然后你吸入这个上帝的恩典。然后你呼出这些浊气，这个影响你的、伤害你的、打扰你的东西，西清呼浊。Yes， 现在因为上帝要医治你。Yes, Vinny, go ahead.
Okay, so she just needs to think about this one person that bothers her in the heart.
所以你现在就需要确认那个人打扰你的人是谁。
You don't have to tell us who that is. You just need to know who that is.
你自己知道就行了，你不用告诉我们。
Okay, so let me take a moment to connect to the Tao Calligraphy light wall field that was created by Dr. and Master Ji Gangsha. He is trained in Western medicine, Chinese medicine, and he is a world-renowned spiritual healer. He has put the source most positive information, energy, and matter into this calligraphy field, and I'm very honored to open the portal to the 5th dimension. So I'll open the portal by singing a short mantra. Tenda, 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 tenda. Tenda, 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 tenda. Okay, so the first Da is Da I, the greatest love. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, we're gonna chant Da I. Da I. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Die. The greatest love melts all blockages. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Die. Again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Die. So the second Da is the greatest forgiveness, Da Kuan Shu. The greatest forgiveness brings inner joy and inner peace. Inhale the greatest forgiveness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant Da Kuan Shu. Da. 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Da Kuan Shu. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Da Kuan Shu. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Da Kuan Shu. So God wants me to share this message, which is after the session, you might feel less bloated and your digestive health will improve and you might lose weight. That is the benefit, is that when you let go of being bothered by this person, you're gonna lose weight. Your stomach will flatten and your metabolism will be so much faster. The third Da is the greatest compassion. The greatest compassion boosts energy, stamina, vitality. It's gonna help metabolize, so you're gonna be less bloated and you might lose weight. Pastor Peter, can you translate?
Yeah，所以当那个大宽恕进到你身体的时候，那些搅扰你的人就不能再搅扰你了。然后你的心静下来以后，你的整个这个消化系统都变好了，然后你就是如果上秤的话，你能感到体重的瞬间都给减下来了，最重要的是整个你的身体活力就恢复了。
So the third Da, the greatest compassion. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant 大慈悲。大慈悲。Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. 大慈悲。Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 大慈悲。Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 大慈悲。A moment of silence. Yeah, God is telling me 3 weeks. 3 weeks you come back and tell me if your pants are looser. Okay, 你要翻译吗？
就连续3周，你称体重，看看瘦了多少。
Okay, so the fourth Da is the greatest light, Da Guang Ming. The greatest light transforms all life. So imagine this greatest light is going into your stomach. So 你就想象那个光进去你的脾胃。Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Chant 大光明。大光明。Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 大光明。Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 大光明。A moment of silence. Okay, the fifth Da is the greatest humility. Da Qianbei, the greatest humility, heals and prevents ego. So there's a message coming through about this. there's someone in the audience who is watching live, who is not Winnie and not Sophia, who has the vibration of jealousy of what's going on right now. And this, when we see someone having something that we do not have, what if all we got to do is ask? You know, because God loves to give. God loves to give. So the law of osmosis says that things go from higher concentration to lower concentration. So I invite this individual, actually all of us, to consider that God is most generous with power. God gives His power freely and equally to everyone and everything. And that the only thing we ever have to do is humble ourselves. When we humble ourselves, then God will give us the most power. Okay, imagine this. God is giving all of us $100 right now. So if I'm humble, I can receive $100. But if I have thoughts about jealousy, then maybe I only receive $10. So I'm going to invite everyone to be as humble as possible. So if God is giving me $100, let me have all $100. Okay, so everyone, go deeper into the gift of humility. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant Da Qian Bei. Da Qian Bei. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Da Qian Bei. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Da Qian Bei. And a moment of silence. What I see is that our body is shifting right now. Yes, Sophia's body is shifting, but actually all of us are in the splash zone. So actually all of our stomach and spleen is getting an upgrade. That is good news. So what I also see is that each of us have more hidden talents than we're using right now. So instead of jealousy is, dear God, I have compassion for the part of me that has jealousy because I don't know who I am. I don't know the extent of my gifts and my talents. So the next one is the greatest harmony, 大和谐, right? So compassion allows us to be really honest with the totality of our darkness and the totality of our light. In fact, yin and yang is balance, right? yin yang 平衡. So what that means is the more honest we are with our darkness, the more light we can actually access. So let's use the greatest harmony, allowing us to integrate the darkness and the light. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 全大和谐。大和谐。And what I see right now is, for all of us, our left brain is being reorganized. Our left brain is used for judging. Oh, this is good. This is bad. Oh, you know what? I don't like this part of me that's bad. So let me just suppress it and ignore it and pretend that I'm not a bad person. No, actually, the way that we outgrow our darkness is by giving it love, giving it compassion. It's by breathing the Tao Calligraphy light wall so that we can integrate. Inhale the greatest harmony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 全大和谐。大和谐。And God is most generous. I also see God rearranging our right brain, allowing us to access the more spontaneous, creative, imaginative side so that we can truly unlock the totality of our spiritual power. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 全大和谐。大和谐。Just taking a moment to fully integrate all the light and all the dark, all the analytical brain, and also all the spontaneous creativity, the left brain and the right brain, yin yang he yi, yin yang 平衡. Just allow the harmony of the darkness and the light to occur. And now let's drop our awareness into the Kuan Gong. So imagine the belly button, the 肚子, and trace a straight line into the back, the Mingmen. And then the middle point is the Kuan Gong. So look inward into your Kuan Gong and allow all of your anger, your worry, your fear, all of your jealousy, unworthiness, shame, allow everything to drop into the Kuan Gong. And also allow the totality of your light, the totality of God inside of you, outside of you, all around you, omnipresent, the God in everyone and everything to come into your Kuan Gong. And let's activate our Kuan Gong. Kuan Gong, 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 Kuan Gong. Bring more yin, bring more softness. So imagine more yin, more darkness go to the Kuan Gong. Kuan Gong, 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 Kuan So in Chinese, we have this concept of wu wei. Wu wei is doing, comma, not doing. So in life, it's like this. We want to have enough desire so we don't have depression, that we don't want too much desire so we have anxiety. So I say this again. When there's too much desire, we have anxiety, worry, overthinking, affect the spleen. Okay? And then when we have too little desire, we have depression. We don't want to do anything. We just want to sit on the couch. Okay, so Wu Wei means I'm not sitting on the couch. I'm taking the right action at the right time. Okay, so we're going to chant Wu Wei into the Kuan Gong a little bit. It's called yin chanting. So yin chanting means I'm just silently chanting Wu Wei. Start. How. Thank you. Love you. Gong song. So welcome everyone to open your eyes and let me know how do you feel. Jay, if you have any messages you saw, you want to share, and how's Sophia doing, if she has anything she wants to share.
Sophia, would you like to share what you experienced?
Sorry, you please no good.
我需要分享一下你刚刚就是听到的这些感受。
这个感受 ，yes。
Come on.
但是我会讲中文，不会讲英文。
Pastor Peter, can you come back and translate? Thank you.
没事，我就简单说也行，可是跟他说 ，OK， 好。是，对，感谢你啊，那个我觉得你这个这样的一个属于，觉得你这个这样的一个属于分享和疗愈，然后呢，我相信哈，很多人都会受益啊，尤其就是你跟我讲，就是说，这个很多的就是这个声音符号，你带领我们去念的哈，然后我就觉得内心很平静，很喜欢这种声音发出来的那种，对我内心就产生了一种很稳定的力量，安定、疗愈。然后这种方式方法，很好，也是很古远的一个，我觉得是一个悠久的这样一个历史。然后呢，就是我很受这个启发，因为我觉得里边有上帝的慈悲和爱，还有上帝的智慧凝聚在这个治疗师的宾利的身上，让他传播，用爱的方式传播给很多人，让这帮人有怜悯心、同情心和爱心。
So all of us understand after pandemic, a lot of people need different kind of healing, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and we're really touched by this style of interaction of the healing. So we do believe we, as young people and old people, we have different need, and because your style is pretty flexible for all age, and I personally myself get inspired, and I will learn something from you and put this kind of practice into my own practice.
是非常感谢维尼哈，把这种力量传播给我，同时也启示我，让我在这个无论是来自于生活当中，还解的事情，或者有一些委屈的事情，完了以后，我能够用宽恕的和慈悲的这样一个行为来化解自己这些的矛盾，让自己呢心里更有亮光。谢谢你。
Personally, I really got a great benefit. So I myself get released from my life burden and daily life. So I have some struggling recently, but when you talk about the compassion, it really works. It really works in my heart and in my mind, and I got released immediately. And I do believe so. In others' daily life, we all need this kind of teaching and continue. I encourage you to continue educate our people to be a person with love, a person of kindness, and a person of compassion.
之前我一直以为我是一个医生，我是治愈他人，但是刚才我就很冷静的这样一想哈，我静静的想，然后还有你的能量的传递，我觉得我们每个人都需要医治和释放，尤其我们这种医者平常把别人当作患者，是说我们自己也一样的需要被释放和疗愈。谢谢。
For a long time, I'm a doctor. I heal a lot of patients. So eventually, I just regard myself as a doctor. But fundamentally, everyone, each of us is patient too. So I really got a revelation when we have this kind of interaction. So I told myself, hey, I'm a patient now. I need to receive the healing. And when I have that kind of thought, the healing power fall upon me, and I myself really grateful. Thank you very much.
谢谢牧师带我过来。
Okay, that was really wonderful.
谢谢皮特牧师，谢谢。
Thank you, Winnie.
Because
谢谢温妮。
as much as anybody. Thank you. Okay, Jay, please share anything that you saw, and then yes. Oh my goodness.
Chloe, why don't you go?
Who, me?
Yeah.
For what?
To close.
To close? Oh, we're closing now?
So I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for coming tonight. It's been a really great. It's really been a really great evening here in the room. It's really been really great to have everyone here. And now I just want to introduce our dear Chloe Ann Weiser, who works here at the Heart Center and who often has the wisest words. She's the youngest member of the Heart Center, and so I wanted to pass it over to Chloe, see if she's got a few words, and she can close us out. Chloe?
Yep. I'll share first before
Yeah, go ahead. Let me know when you're.
Yeah.
on.
Hello everyone. So that practice was quite emotional for me. I was crying, and that was it's a good release, and it's a sign that something's moving through me right now. Yeah. I have to have a lot of compassion for some people in my life who I sometimes, the way they think, act, just go about their life, it's a little confusing, but having compassion and knowing that God is guiding everyone differently. I mean, everyone's following a path that is their own unique path, and so I have to have really deep compassion right now for the people in my life who I just need to let go a little more of, like, the control and the reins, and that's what I'm working through right now. But when we were doing the the Wu Wei practice, I felt like so much like light pouring in, and then feeling the gentle contrast between like the soft like light and just kind of like a mellow darkness, and just letting that, I guess, just that peace and calm of just being within yourself. Just letting that really soak in. So I'm really grateful for that experience, and I have a few words to say. So first of all, we're so grateful for your presence here at the Heart Center. Thank you for sharing your presence and letting yourself feel this with us. This is what Heart Center is all about. It's not just about listening, but connecting and remembering who you are when love leads the way. Our mission is simple. Heart Center is a loving community, and we hope that every heart opens and love is leading the way every single step. If you felt a single spark of that love tonight, we hope that you hold on to it for the rest of the week. And again, thank you so much for being a part of this Heart Center community. May the love that you felt ripple into your week, and we can't wait to see you again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chloe. Thank you, everyone. Chloe, can you bring Winnie back on the screen? Just want to thank Winnie for streaming from Toronto with us tonight. I want to thank everyone who joined us. Thank you for spending your time with us. We do this every week at 7 p.m. I also want to add that we offer at 7 a.m. if you really want to start your day by getting your field straight, by connecting, by opening your heart, and by clearing yourself so that you go into the day. You know, we take a shower before we go to work, but we don't remember often to clear our field. So every morning at 7 a.m. online, and we join together to do this practice, this Shiqing Huzhuo sacred breathing practice together, start our day off right. And we'd really love for you to join us. You can find that at breathing.heartcenter.la. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you all. Thank you all.